Lee Kuan Yew say they breathe too hard. They qigong but they breathe too hard. They make too much noise that you disturb others, so they got to have problem. So when they came into Singapore, MLM already legalized.
In Singapore.
When I first started with MLM, it was in Malaysia, illegal still. But that's a time when I really enjoy those time, whereby I actually drive my people every week to JB, Petaling Jaya. No, sorry, JB, where's this place? I forgot. This place.
Pamataya.
No, huh?
Pamataya.
Doesn't sound like, I cannot remember the place now. But anyway, we will drive there and there will be a traffic jam and whatever inside will talk all we want. You know, we enjoy every trip, and every Tuesday they have the Pasar Malam. Then we'll buy so many things back, including the Sunrider products. So every week I go there twice. Sometimes going 4 times. A group of people just keep on going, and sometimes 3 cars, 4 cars going, and it to us was fun, but looking back it's very tiring. It's a lot of job. So here they say where goes wrong, what it is, and all these things. So in Sunshine Empire, honestly, if you see, every time now I ask people, why do you join MLM? For the money. There's this Ling Chu. You heard of Ling Chu?
Yeah.
Ling Chu started selling Ling Chu. After that, the Ling Chu break because the partner. And so my friend told me, say, okay from Sunrider, didn't do well, and she was the one who do my massage for me, very good doctor. She said, you must come and support me, you join me. So Ling Chu later on joined without having to pay any money, but could buy something. What Ling Chu sell? Ling Chu sell Ling Chu coffee. Ridiculous, right? I say coffee is definitely not a healthy stuff. So that time I supported her because out of goodwill, all this. You know what did I buy? I buy toothpaste, organic toothpaste. Toothpaste can I buy toothpaste? Okay. So again, Ling Chu is still going on, but that again, very few people make money. Like another one. Herbalife. Heard of Herbalife? The slimming one. Well, I tell you, you look at all these people who slim down, they actually become very haggard because how do I say? They take out the water content. It's a form like a diarrhea, you know, that make you slim down. But Sunrider slimming program is different. Make you exercise and then burn off the fat inside. Different, Okay, next one. And now the next one already. Initially the promoter, blah 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 blah. So all this I think I said already. When the Ponzi scheme is not stopped by the authority, which in Sunshine Empire case was stopped by the authority. The Gemini chip fund, was it stopped by the government?
I think so.
No.
No, why is that?
The Gemini chip fund, they collapsed themselves.
No, government stopped. The fellow go to jail. The Indian guy
The Indian went to jail.
went to jail.
So you see Singapore government very funny one. Nobody complain, they won't investigate. Let you go and lose money.
How about Slim Tan?
That one also
Yes.
government.
No, that was somebody died.
They died by themselves.
No, people eat and die.
Yeah,
Fever failure.
yeah. And I really pity this guy called Pierre Pang. Because Andrea de Cruz will never give birth, you know. She, after, you see, now this is something I do not know whether you know or not. Never pray hard don't get a kidney failure. Never go into a transplant changing other people's organs. Even if you have money. Because Andrea de Cruz, why they lost the case is because she was in hallucination. during the court case. Why? She's on the drugs that I was taking. I try my very best. I have lupus, by the way. It is an autoimmune disease. That means the immune system, your own body attacks on itself. The immune system has breakdown, and therefore people like us, it's like a guerrilla warfare. Since your body get havoc, I stop that production. Then I bring in Tamil tigers, like I bring in other people forces to take care of your body, and the other people's force is called a steroid. So Andrea Recruz is on steroid. So if you are on steroid, sometimes for what reason you have a hallucination. She was thinking about having babies. Okay, so because of that situation, you will see her always very frail, very skinny now. Pretty lah, but whole life they will not be able to have babies. Because, and not only that, the side effect of this steroid, because I know it so well, that's the reason why I try my very best not to take the product. I consider myself a very successful example by taking good care of my health and taking supplement, well-fed, things like that. So, and that's the reason why, because of my own living and believing, I built my network. Sorry, I must drink some water. You all don't talk, I can have to talk all the time. Hey, warm up, how about clapping your hand while I am drinking? By the way, this drink is also super good drink. This one from another company, cannot make money, binary one. But I have people, because I drink my old group, some of them are trying. I make money. Where am I?
The cruise. The story is still not finished.
Which story?
You say she cannot give birth.
Why she takes steroid?
Oh, wow, you like her juicy story. Because this steroid, I seen it when I'm building Sunrider business. This girl had kidney failure, so she had the money from her insurance to go to China. In Singapore, CKTN, the poor fellow, really very sorry, the government. Too honest, fall into the government. Sometimes you don't tell the government, just quietly go and do these things. So she went to China and she bought a kidney from a prisoner. Now in China, every day, there are some prisoner will be 枪掉, at least about 10, 20 of them. Why? They do illegal drugs, they do stealing. People in China are so money that they are not precious, especially those, down under. So she was so happy she took that one. After she took that one, she has to be on steroid, just like me. And after she on steroid, I think because of stress of work and whatever it is, she had brain cancer. When she came to me, and my friend told me, say I must go and see her, so I must go and help some people, right? So I go there and I still remember that time when I went to tell her about Sunrider. Because I was taking steroid and she was taking steroid and she had brain cancer. So her family was treating me so horrible, So when you want to help people, you think so simple. People will stand there and look at you and see, you want to earn my money. Wait, I'm cleverer than you. But she was very enthusiastic, and subsequently, that night over, right at the end, I told them, I say, it's up to you. If you try Sunrider, you have a chance to live. If you don't try Sunrider, then you go chemo, you know where you are going to end to. In fact, she was already losing her hair through chemo. And so I said, since your family are like that, you just take one product. You just buy one bottle, take one product, I cheat you this one time. Can? Then that product stopped her hair from, chemo, all the hair will drop. But that product, I knew very well that product, in 3 days the hair will stop. Whatever, the hair will not drop, So that's how I convinced, and that's how I know my product very well. So So subsequently she became okay and all these things, but the greed of money again. Her boss say she's sick, so her boss say, open the company, put the name under her subordinate, and because of that she kicks him. She kicks him and she overworked herself until she finally had relapse and died. So at her funeral, I thought the boss, everybody in the family is going to scold me. I go there, everybody welcomed me, and in fact the mother was very grateful to me, and subsequently the mother became my friend. And they continued. Huh?
And they put 7 years.
When I recruit her, she didn't die.
No, you are talking about who
No,
now?
he's still alive.
No, I'm talking about another cancer patient. You're following my story, Good. Everybody waking up. Okay, so we come back. So there are, of course, a lot of story. So a lot of people are curious. The income level. Yes. ML people, is it true that they really make money? I also am very curious. Because when I joined, I know of this top big gun. She is like an actress, She dressed everything branded. To this day, she's still dressing. Everything must be branded. But this girl, when she opened her mouth, she's one big alien. One big alien. She used vulgar language anytime, and she's not really educated. But some rather give her a new lease of life. She follow whatever the company do. She eats what the company do. She tells people, and of course she's very clever. Then over the years, from the money she earned, she learned how to catwalk. She learned all kind of exercise. She got personal trainer. But the vulgar language, the vulgarity that come out is like quite auto. You hit the wrong button, all these things come out. But you see her, she dressed in those. Wow, really, the first time I saw her, I'm a housewife, know nothing, and I see this glamour girl coming. And so I say, so this person do make money lah. I think she did make money because she's a single mother and she has houses, she drives 7 Mercedes, okay? And her Mercedes change every 5 years. And later on she says, now it's small size, I don't want to drive Mercedes, I drive BMW. Okay, sport BMW. Okay, so, but she then belongs maybe to the 10%. Now, you all heard about the pyramids, right? In the whole world, 20%, sorry. How to press until power off? How to press until power off?
Hold it, press and hold it.
Silent.
Press and hold. 10 seconds.
Power off. So in any business, you think people start business very easy. The first 5 years you'll fail, and the first year is the most crucial. If you first year survive, you still think of 3 years, right? And then if you 5 years survive, you think about your 10 years. You're not sure. Most of the time, from 5 years to 10 years, you also will fail, right, Lilian?
Yes.
Yeah, and doing business is really no joke. The 居会点, the salary, you got salary thing,
The CPF.
everything, so it's not an easy task. That's why doing MLM is very carefree. You don't care. Just talk, and then money comes. So this girl is called Angie Lau. Angie Lau is really a superstar in our group, and we say if she can make it, why couldn't we make it? And that's why I follow. So, but the reality is only 10% of the agent actually make money, and most people don't make money lah. So today I dare to tell you because I make money. So I tell you, if you have to do work, you have to work hard, You have to go and reach out to people. Last time I also don't understand how come I get so many people, But because last time I meet people, the most You bring your child, I bring my child. But the next time I bring your child, you sit next to me means I am your magnet. I will sure recruit you. I do product demonstration, immediately I sell it. I always keep on doing such thing, and I show my downline until they were. I go to cruise also. Over lunch I pass tissue paper. After that I talk to you. Then I recruit you. I always do such thing. You see. One say he must come today because he say he want to learn how to sales, but you know he don't come lah. I told him the other day in the market. I said, Huang, how can you ever do sales? I call you in the morning 8 o'clock. You say you got a headache, and you talk to me over the phone like. You know, kill me like that. What kind of business are you doing like that? How you sponsor? Then he said, that day I sick. You sick also, you cannot talk to people like that. You know, say, hello. Really very sweet voice.
If you joined SMS 10 years ago, we all will be recruited by you.
Honestly speaking, last time, everybody I also recruit because all I want to do is to tell my downline, you must go and recruit. But honestly, after some years, I become very selective. I won't recruit you all. You're the most my consumer. Then maybe buy some, then start complaining. Sudah lah. Then make you at ease or not? Okay, so income level. There are people who make it. You all know that, isn't it? If there are no people making it, then how could it keep on surviving, you know? And Sunrider, one of the wonderful things that I really appreciate being the top of going there is because when I go there, I meet so many very knowledgeable people, because Sunrider is talking about China herbs, you know, DCM herbs, organic herbs, and so every year we learn so much knowledge from them. I learn guasa from them also free of charge. So I said, wow, everything I learn also free of charge. Then you go to America, you stand around, then you have Israelis, herbalists, you meet a group of people. You know, there's a group of people called the Goshen people. This group of people in America, you know, they still keep beard, they ride horse, they are not affected by the world changes. They keep in their community, but of course a while they go out to work. Very cute group of people, and these people are inside Sunrider. So these are people, and you go traveling, you see your own people, but when you are in a world convention, you see the people from 32 countries, then you're like, wow, in the UN. So, a lot of people maybe didn't make much money, but that kind of life, they enjoy, you know. And I can't say I didn't enjoy them. Legality, actually, the government did regulate, It is best not to get involved in plan where money you make is based on recruitment. You all know what, So, and your sales to them rather than, than product, you have to sell and your product has to be good. And in Sunrider, because the product is so unique, you have to tell people all the uniqueness, so you sell. So, the wonderful thing is in life, you say, not so pretty, you're old already, then you must tell people why you are useful to people, then people will still tell you to come and read to us, our children. Then every month, once Friday, I will not be here, but I'll be in a children's group, reading to children, telling story. I also enjoy them. This is our twilight, our harvest time, my winter season. I'm 60 years old already, therefore must do those that 60 years old people do. Okay, enjoy life. Okay, so here are something that I tell you if you want to, you must find and study the company track record. So in Sunrider, we are going to tell you the boss is a herbalist and a pharmacist. The wife is a Western trained doctor. They have factory, they make themselves. Everything expertise by themselves. So you think the product is safe? Yes, the product is safe. a lot of company, the product is not safe because they get from other people. So I had somebody who says, if you buy nasi lemak, the rice is cooked by the person who sell you, but he get the fish from somebody, and he get the chili from somebody, and he get the cucumber from somebody. Tomorrow you got diarrhea. Who do you blame? You bring the nasi lemak fella, then the nasi pulut fella say, no, I only make the rice. The rest are from other people, I don't know. Okay, so we tell people, so we say, please eat some, right? Okay, so you must know what company track record. To me, I think if you want to join MLM, Amway, I think is the safest lah. Whether you can make money, that's another thing. But most of you will not be able to do MLM because you don't believe. That time I believe so much I can do. Now, after I stopped already, everybody want to recruit me. I tell them I cannot do already. Okay, learn about the product. Now I learned the product through and through that I can tell people until now how the slimming go and work in your body, and it works. For example, I tell the person, say, oh, your hairs are dropping. Okay, I can guarantee you within 3 days, even though you go on chemo, your hair will stop. Just one product, and it works. Because the product works. Okay, ask question, ask all the question, not you stand here folding your hand and listening. Okay, must ask question. Okay, understand any restriction. For example, if you join then only after 8 people, then you can start step number 1. Then it's wrong, cannot go this type of scheme. Okay, talk to other distributor and beware. There are people who plant inside there. They are actually somebody there. No, then they tell you maybe like the bus driver, but he tells me something that because I'm already in MLM, I said, that's wrong thing. I went to another MLM and this guy say, he's going to make so much money that next time his children don't have to work. There's an ATM machine installed in his home. Then the children just go there and punch, and then get money. I say this type of MLM will sell very bad. First, it will never happen, right? And then you will make your children very spoiled. Got ATM machine in the house. Overtalk themselves. Okay, consider using a friend or advisor as a neutral. Most of the people soundboard or to gut check. So many a time people would say, hey, don't go and listen to MLM, just come with me. But many a time they really want to recruit you. So can go and hear but after this talk, I hope it's educational with you. So far, so good enough. Did you all learn something?
Yes.
Do you all know how to sell yourself? You say, no need Ham. No need, right? Live life already. Okay, so you take your time to say yes. But after married it already, you better don't close your eyes and continue chum, okay? Make it work. Think about whether this plan suits your talent and goal. So at that time, it suits me because I got nothing to do. Besides looking after my kids, I actually have nothing much. I plant my plants and look after my garden only. So I really had nothing much. So when MLM came, I said, something I can do. Because I'm actually, before I got married and give birth, I'm actually a very good salesperson. And I'm trained in marketing. Okay? So now I'm going to tell you a simple MLM story that began with this woman. That's my mother. I don't look like her. Okay. This before she got married. This is the picture I understand for her 相亲, to meet my father. Okay. So I think that time she is 19 or 18. So my mother totally not educated. She only know how to write her Chinese name. Okay, Chen Xiangqing. That's all. And therefore she got married. She's from Riau Island. So she came to Singapore to meet my father who came from China. So they both got imported to China, got married from Singapore and got married, okay? She got married. By the way, that's not me. That's certainly not me, that's my cousin. See, most of my cousins look so ugly that I look quite good lah, huh? Good ah, so she married and therefore she has her family. This is her family picture, okay? That's me. And this is a real porcupine dress that my cousin wear. My mother said must dress, so that's very nice. And this, of course, is Jack Sim. You all know the World Toilet Association, Simple Jack. I show you lah, this book lah. He crawled around until the World Toilet Day, 13 November World Toilet Day. Also, so in the world he's doing a lot of work, especially now. Next year, he got big plan with the Indian people already, because after all the hoo-ha, actually in the past it's so terrible, no? They make the man rape the woman, the girl, and this girl is untouchable. So they say, I rape you, my body become dirty, right? I kill you. After I kill you, I hang you on a tree. And you think this is only recently then come up? In the past it has been happening. It's just that internet and globalization, you begin to be aware of, you see. So Jack's job, he's always not in town. That's my younger brother. Actually, of 3 children, my mother, 3 children, my elder brother is the most handsome. But now I choose an ugly picture of him, you see. My elder brother is very handsome. Why? What happened? My mom just had her hair perm for this photograph, and they find him so cute, so they perm 2 rows for him, and the acid touched his eye, so he came back crying. What happened? Oh, that's the story, okay? So, in life, if you were to look at this picture, you also will begin to understand, wow, I take so long. You begin to understand that we never know how humble your beginning is. We are very poor people, by the way. So my mother, to look after all 3 of us, we begin to sell things. So after she began to sell things, more people get to know her. Then they say, Chicha, why don't you make up for me for my wedding? So my mother make up for one wedding, make up for another wedding. So began as a beautician. And at what age she began to be a beautician? 40 years old. So then subsequently, for the next 15 years, maybe more than 15 years, she retired at 68 years old. No, she retired at 65. Okay, so then she becomes so cantik, you know. Very cantik, Maybe this is maybe 45, 46 like that, you know. Okay, she becomes so cantik. Then she begin to dream. She always see the Mercedes, and she dreamed that she would like to have a Mercedes. All that she dreamed of, her 2 sons has fulfilled it much, much more. And she began with starting also by helping people. This Molly came to our house and she was selling sanitary pad, and Molly said headache. So my mom said, oh, sit down, rest in my house. I give you 2 East 5 to rest. And then my mother sent all of us to go and sell for Molly. And that's where we started our business at a young age. So after my mother became so popular, she then began to, on good days, 3-4 she has to reject. 3-4 people come and ask for her, she has to reject. So what happened? She started to train students. This is MLM, by the way. After that, she began to train a group of students. And all these students, let's say one makeup is $50 at that time. These people will get $30. $10 go for the commission to the person who introduced, $10 goes to my mother, but they are okay. Because all these people are also no opportunity. Subsequently, they also all got married. And if my mother is not introducing them the business, they got no business. So didn't I say MLM makes life meaningful? And on a good day, my whole house, 2 room, 1 hall HDB, you know, the whole hall, people pack like sardine, you know, sleep maybe 12 people. Hardly turn around, but these people are all happy talking to one another, because one another, they meet one another all the time. And this is only one of them. There are many of this picture, okay? So my mother retired at 65, and so she's already got her contact and all these things. So when I become a director. She joined me, and then she get a group of my auntie, everybody to eat. She became my first director at 68. I was 40 also. So I started business at 40, and I said probably I'm 41. Not bad, ah? Okay, now I show you my lifeline. Okay. School days lah. Subsequently, from all this picture, we all only live once, you know. I can never go back to this, isn't it? So I always wanted to tell people, you only live once in your lifetime. Think wisely what you want to use it for. I always have this concept. When I had lupus and I changed my whole world, and then I tell myself, what am I living for? And subsequently, it's because of this searching that I begin to be where I am. Okay,
Excuse me,
now you look.
You mentioned you had lupus. At what age?
This, why I show you this picture? This picture is where I started lupus, but I don't know. I'm only 19 years old. This is the picture, you all don't know how to see. This is a face swell. A swollen face, you know. Not that I'm fat. A swollen face. I had lupus already. So you see, I can never be like this all the time when I'm 23. Life is like that lah. If you all are not sick, you all say, But to a sick person, I treasure health very much. So even last 2 weeks, I cannot walk. But quite in the morning, I still go and exercise, do a little bit. So I'm encouraging you all, please take good care of your health while you have not moved up to the limit.
Lupus is curable.
Incurable. But I consider myself in the Lupus Association support group. To me and to many people, I'm their inspiration. But how many people follow me? You see, it's just like the MLM lah. 10% people make money lah because you make the effort lah. So when this picture, this picture lagi best, right? I think you're 23 or 24. I went to this. I was doing the makeup that day, and this the salon, for what reason, he insists that he will take this picture for me free of charge because he's going to put enlarge there, you know. So I got a small one, got a big one there. So I think I look quite good lah, That's why, you know, he used me. But I'm so glad that after I have lupus and everything, I show you the next picture. After I become very ugly, I erase all the picture. In fact, I don't take picture. And when I, at that time, swollen face and moon face and a hump behind, and people look at me and wonder, is that Sylvia? I pretend I don't know them. So this is how miserable life is when you are in lupus. You know, you suddenly become so fat, you suddenly become like balloon flatten out. You know, so horrible. But subsequently, there was a period whereby the illness is sleeping. I'm still on tablets, but it looks quite normal, and that's where I met my husband, and we have very sensitive skin. So my husband says he's rosy cheek, very happy that he found a girl who got rosy cheek. I said, no, this is rash. He said, never mind, I'll take care of you, you don't have to work. So I'm married. So you see, you look at this picture, back to, I mean, you would have think that picture come over to this picture, right? But it's not. For a period of time, I look really horrible. People cannot recognize me. Okay, that's married. My husband 38, I 31. That marriage. But anyway, now my kids also grown up. So after we married and we had early retirement, this is how I look like lah. Take care of bonsai, become fat, and life is no meaning to me. Because besides looking after your kids, you don't see people, you know, all that you study become no use. So there is a niche for me that later on MLM came and I just embrace it, okay? So it's not for everybody, but it's for some people who have dream to catch, okay? Then I show you one very cute picture. This is a year before I do, I eat before, so it's 94, So 95, 96, then I start to take the product. That's my son. That's how my life very simple, okay? And then because the hair dropping, because of lupus, the hair dropping, so I have to perm my hair, and my son called me Big Bird, you know. As a girl, yeah, Big Bird. So this is at 42. See, there's a big change in me, right? Huh? So if you become healthy, and then you have a chance to dress up like that. This is in America. This new friend I met is later on become my very good friend in KL. Her husband is the chief manager of the advertising for Tiger Beer. Okay, so suddenly my whole world opened. Suddenly a lot of things happen. By the way, I sew most of my own clothes. Okay, so this dress I sew, and then daytime I wear the same clothes. Nighttime I paste butterfly, so it become a nightwear. Then the next day throw away the butterfly, I got a plain dress again. You see, so I saw a lot of people spending a lot of money on dressing, but I don't. I always tell myself, I go there only for one occasion. Where will I wear this dress that I pay so much for? So I never do that. So whatever it is, I saw a lot of people, you know, they really pay every year for it. So okay, this I took from many of the things that I award and all these things I thrown away already. To me, I have lived a high life and I have simplified my life, and I tell myself, this is life for me, okay? So when we become group director, my husband and myself, okay, this is our house, and this car was under car fund. 2,000 plus every month. And you see why I wear this jacket or not? It's the same thing. But I put on so much weight last time. This one can cover, now cannot wear it as a jacket. Okay, so Chua handphone is 91. It ends with 54 because of this first car. Subsequently, we had another second car, but we like Japanese car. So this is where we live. But before I do the business, like I say, we retire already. We already were staying in a landed property. This is another picture of ours. You see, every day what I do, I keep on dressing my garden lah. You know, I make the trellis so nicely that people can't take photograph of my house. Then behind this place, there are two pools and one fountain just at this place. So every day I'm very busy with my garden, and then I open meeting at my garden, and I talk to my downline, train my downline in my whole house. Life is good. Then sometimes some things are no good with the marketing plan. I borrow other people's strength. These two guys. This guy subsequently retired. He don't want to do. But this guy, after Sunrider stopped already, he went to another business. Also MLM, because he has taste success. He has taste. He's a man for MLM. A very good speaker. So I borrowed both of them. Most of the people here are my people, but he had a few of his people. So, I'm going to finish already. Okay, so another thing. You see, these are glamorous life MLM leader enjoy. Long Beach. All these people are new friends to me. This one sell chicken rice, no? And she also drive a Mercedes there. And this one is a school teacher, she also. This one is some marketing people. Okay, this one is a single mother. Everyone have their own interesting story, but they make it in life there. Okay, here is me and my directors. We were walking along some very tiring Long Beach there and then America. And then we say, let's sit down, and somebody took the photograph. So, have you all been to fancy party? I never been until I go to join Sunrider. So in fancy party, people again pay a lot of money. So that year, everybody become princess. So this princess trunk, $500, no? They asked me what juang am I wearing. I said 乱包 juang lah. Serious is 乱包 juang because this is a batik. And then this one is a part of the batik I sew for the top. Then they all wear the dressing. So I took my scarf, put there, and then I put some, I go to the party. A lot of people earn a lot of money because the money become easy come, easy go. A lot of people spend a lot of money on themselves to make themselves look beautiful and all these things. That include my husband, by the way. My husband say, on wedding, I wear tie. After that, you don't expect me to wear tie. Later on, when he joined me, helping me with the Sunrider, he wears tie a lot of time, like you see those. So you see, it can change a person. It is not good or no good, but it depends what is suitable for you. After I stopped Sunrider, a lot of people ask me. I said I cannot. Why I cannot? Because to this day, the Sunrider product is still the best in my head. I cannot go and do another. For money's sake, I can't do it. Now I want to share with you.